lovelies. Welcome to Hot Takes and Tea with Amy and Lulu.
Hi, Amy. How are you?
I'm fine. Really fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just hoping that this topic that we're going to discuss doesn't dampen the mood, because it has a tendency to dampen the mood. So today we're asking, what do we know about grief?
And the different thing about us talking about this is that we have both experienced grief. We've been in that position where we've lost a loved one, and
a very loved one.
Emphasis on very loved one. And okay, I think I'll start by sharing a personal story. Is that fine?
That's perfect.
Okay, so I want to start from this angle of people who are related or are friends to somebody that has lost a loved one. I remember how I lost my mom. This was in 2019, right? I was away from home. I was in NYC camp, 2019 November, thereabouts. And on this particular Sunday, the last Sunday to us living in NYC camp, last Sunday, we were supposed to leave on Monday. I was feeling unusually weak, and I'm like, what's going on? So I went out to eat. I didn't go to church, came back, and I was going to sleep. And then I picked up my phone. Had it been, I knew. Because my phone was really low. But then I went to my WhatsApp status and I saw somebody's status, a close relative. She was like, the description on her status matched.
Oh my God. You found out that way?
So I picked up my phone, called my siblings. They all denied. No, it's not her. It's not mommy. Mommy's fine. Mommy's in the hospital, because they had already told me that she wasn't feeling well.
Yeah.
So they denied and denied and denied. I was already crying. In the, how NYC is. Yeah. And people were already coming out. What's going on? Like, oh, sorry.
Oh, because you can feel it.
Yes.
There is no denial about that. Yes. You definitely can. That feeling it's the strongest feeling I have ever felt. Well, you go ahead.
Okay. So my siblings, my sister, my brothers, they both denied that anything happened. And for reasons I cannot say, I believed them. I just went with the story. I remember telling a friend then, and he was like, I think they are lying to you. But he didn't say it like, he wasn't sounding like they are lying, because he wanted me to enjoy the moment, till the end. And I think 2 or 3 days after that, I was home. When I entered my father's compound, the air, the atmosphere was very different.
Yeah.
I looked at my brother. My brother had lost weight. I'm like, what's going on? Looked at my sister. They were all trying to cover up, and then I went into, oh my days, I'm already tearing up. God in heaven. I went into the sitting room and my father looked twice his age.
Oh my God.
And then he goes, all that preamble you're trying to prepare somebody for.
Yeah. And for the news they're about to hear.
And he starts, that your mother has been this, has been that. And well, for them, they thought that I was going to, oh my God, so mommy, but it's not funny. It wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. Now, I said something. How did I get to know? Now, my siblings were going to guard it, not necessarily hide it. They were going to guard,
because they wanted to help you protect your emotions.
Yes. They were going to keep it until I was going to be home a few days from then. And this person blew it. Imagine getting to know that my mom has passed
on someone's status. That's horrible.
So well, there are people that if you're close to somebody that, if you know somebody has died, and the information hasn't gotten to a close family, You are not the person to tell them.
Yeah, try to be sensitive.
You are not. I say it again. You are. They have close family members.
True.
Allow them to do the work.
True.
Allow them.
God, it's unfortunate that our grief moments, our toughest grief moments, seem to be on the same line, losing our mothers, right? And I think that for me was is the worst thing that has ever happened to me. I've never lost a close relative. I've never lost a close friend, but this one hits at home. It didn't hit close to home, it hit at home. And it was so horrible. Okay, so your story is very different from mine because yours was in November. Yeah. Mine was on the last day of November, actually. Still in November 2023. I cannot forget 30th. Horrible.
Wow, November 2019.
Yeah. Horrible. And the day before I had left you, right? Because I had this feeling. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I was a shadow of myself because my mom was in the hospital, and then I was communicating with my siblings. But I just had this fear that something bad was coming. It was so strong. She has had battled with her health over the years, and she always bounced back. But I don't know why this particular time was so heavy on me. And then I was like, please, let me just go and see her. And a part of me felt, if I see her,
she's going to be fine.
She just might get better. Like if I see her, it might not be as bad as I thought.
I felt like if I was around, my mom would not have passed.
Yeah, I think that's what psychologists call the bargaining stage of grief. You begin to imagine how things might have been different if you were there, or if you had done something, or if you hadn't done something. Grief is painful.
Very.
It's crazy because it hardly goes away.
You know that I didn't cry much.
I cried. I cried. Oh Lord, I cried. I cried. I still do cry. I cried like I felt physical pain. I cried and I felt physical pain. My chest was hurting like mad. I cried for days.
I remember the day that it hit me so bad. It was lockdown. The lockdown happened in 2020. 2020 April. I was at home. I'm like, what's going on? Like, how is everybody at home and my mom is not here? God.
That's like months after.
I rolled. I went outside the veranda. I rolled on the floor. Like, my brother saw me. He was helpless. He couldn't do anything. He understood what was happening to me.
Yeah.
All the emotions that I gathered them. I let them stay there without processing.
Yeah.
And is it even possible to process your emotions?
That is actually one very dangerous thing. Like piling up your emotions, not letting them out.
Being strong, woman.
Being strong.
You don't have to be. I'm saying this from a place of experience.
Yes.
You don't have to prove that you are strong. You know that this thing happened to me again when I lost a friend. This one, when I heard that he had passed, I was letting out the emotions. I started crying.
Yeah.
And somebody that was close to me was like, "Why are you crying?"
Really?
Yes. Why are you crying? And then I held the tears back, held the emotions back. I was in denial.
Try to be strong.
I started acting as if he's fine, nothing happened to him. But on the day of his service of songs
night,
oh my days, that was the day it dawned on me that this person had passed. That stuff we talked about, my chest would tighten.
Oh my God, that's feeling.
You have the right to process that emotion. Cry.
It's not just the right; it is a necessity.
Cry.
It is. You need to let those emotions off, or else you're just going to pile up pain for yourself.
When the tears come, cry. Except it doesn't come, because I've heard the story of a girl that said, "Oh, she heard her mom dead and she still picked up her bag and went on her normal business." That is ignoring that emotions. That is trying to be strong.
I don't think so. I think You don't know the relationship she has with her mother.
Oh, wow.
There are people are different too.
Yeah, that's true.
Many people are not going to really feel the loss of a person because, well, maybe they don't have that kind of relationship, or maybe they don't love each other like that. Not every mother or father love their children, and not every child love their parents. That is the fact, right? So that might just be a situation. But if there are days when I just scroll through my phone and I look through my mother's contacts, and I'm like, this number will never call me again, ever. And even if I do call, there is not going to be a receiver on the other end.
It's oh my days. Sometimes I feel like, why is there death in the world? Even when I have an answer to that, why is there death in the world? I mean, why do we have people? How is it that I live with somebody? The last time I spoke with my mom was on my birthday. She died 3 days after my birthday. And when I spoke to her, she was like, oh, everything will be fine. That was on my birthday. Because she wasn't feeling well, actually. Yeah. But nobody thought of that.
Yeah.
So every time, the closest memory I have of her is the day I left for NYSC. I remember where she was sitting and all of that, and I remember the 20th of November. And I feel like, can you just come back? It is for a day.
It is for a day. And when you lose someone that close, you just want to get assurance from them that they are okay. Oh God, I literally made it a prayer point that I just wanted to, even if it's in a dream, wherever, I just want to see her and have her tell me she's fine.
For people that are friends to people grieving, most times, all you can do is just sit, watch them cry, give your shoulders,
just be there. Just be
because
there.
I don't know why you will go to a grieving house and you're like, the Lord taketh. No, you're like, the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh. What am I supposed to do with that
information? The person is trying to encourage you.
Why is that the first thing you're telling me? Why?
Well, but it's reality. It's true. It's the reality of things. God that gave has taken away. So.
I don't even think so. There's this popular saying that time heals.
I'm really waiting on time. Seriously, because I think I'm still in my first stage of sometimes I still wonder if is it real? I wake up in the middle of the night and it feels like I had this long bad dream. Yeah. And it's been months. So I'm really waiting on time to probably accept. I know I have not accepted the situation.
Whoa. I haven't. That time just keeps you busy.
Right.
I think the way you feel it now and the way you feel it in the next 3-4 years will be different.
I hope so. Also, for people who know people who lost loved ones, I remember when I was in that situation that it felt like the whole world was not worth even living in.
I'm just dying for a while.
I know she wouldn't want that, but when it really hurts, when I had this sinking feeling, there are people who I expected love from. If you have someone who lost someone, especially someone they love, someone their life really feels or felt their absence, I think it's important for you to just be there. Like she said, you don't have to say anything, you don't have to do anything, just be there. Just be there.
And this is us giving out comfort to people that have lost loved ones. It will be fine. You will be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, we will all be fine because we're all in this healing process, and
it's a process.
Yes, it is, and I really hope to get to acceptance, and then I hope it's easier from there on because I miss my mom.
It's been 5 years. Oh. Okay. So that we don't shed tears on hot takes and tea.
Yeah, that's not why we're here. Well, I actually did say that hopefully it doesn't get to this point. But unfortunately, you can talk about grief when you've lost a loved one and you don't have your emotions stick here and there. So
but I imagine people that lose more than one family member.
Oh my god. I don't imagine it because I know what losing one felt like. Yeah, so I don't even want to imagine it. But the unfortunate thing is that we're all going to experience it one time or the other.
Yes, true. Let's just keep pushing the date that it will come,
and keep hoping that when we do lose these people, they're not young, it's not like their life was cut short. I don't even think I know enough about grief to be talking about grief on this episode.
We just decided to share our stories, our hearts as concerning this, and we are open to reading from you. If you've lost a loved one, how are you able to process it? Have you truly healed? Is there such a thing as complete healing?
Yes, and this episode is dedicated to our moms. So we love you, moms.
Keep resting.
Yeah,
we love you.
We love you. All right, I think on that very sad note, we bring Hot Takes and Tea to an end today.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. Hope we did not make you tear up. Sorry, we forgot to bring tissue.
Don't forget to subscribe to our socials. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere, Spotify, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Hot Takes and Tea. All right, so until our next video, bye.